Hello, beautiful people. Welcome once again to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Thank you for stopping by. You guys are the best, like seriously the best. You know, today I'm not traveling around, but definitely I'm still outside, right? So at least you can see this beautiful background where I am. I'm actually at a garden here in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur. And in case if you want to come to this garden, it looks so beautiful. It's just very close to the monument, the Malaysian monument, okay, around that side, the national monument. So it's called Asian Garden. So if you want to come here, feel free to come here. It's so beautiful to relax with your family and friends. Anyways, today I want to be discussing a very important topic. It's like a review, okay, on my experiences about safety in Malaysia. So the question is Malaysia safe? If you want to watch to the end and you want to hear my own perceptions, then make sure you stay tuned till the very end of this video and I will catch you. We're going to make assertions at the end of the day together, okay? Catch you guys. Okay, so welcome once again. Yeah, back to the topic of today. The question is very big, right? Is Malaysia safe? Is it safe for you as a foreigner or as maybe a tourist, you know, or a visitor or traveler? This is a very big question that is in the mind of every traveler, you know, trying to come to a different country. You want to know if the country is actually okay for you to move around. So yeah, for me, I will be giving sincere reviews, okay? By the way, some people may be wondering why are we not traveling and all that. Yeah, I asked you guys on the community if you would like to be seeing some reviews once in a while, interviews alongside the travels, because I'm not able to be traveling like every time, you understand? But I try my best to make sure that traveling is paramount, okay? And 90-something% of you voted yes, that you would prefer to be seeing reviews also once in a while. After all, the channel was actually focusing more on reviews previously, okay, before we started like traveling a lot and a lot and a lot. So it's good to go back to the foundations once in a while. So yes, Malaysia, to me, really, it's like on a balancing scale because I've been here since 2017. I came for my master's program at the University Malaya. And hopefully I finished my master's already. And I've also gotten the PhD admission. I'll commence my PhD very soon. Okay, there are many of you that ask me a lot of questions, so don't worry, maybe we're going to do a Q&A section very soon. So prepare all your questions. Once I'm ready, I will post it on the community and you guys can ask me as many questions you want to know about me. Okay, we're going to do a proper Q&A session very soon on this channel. Anyways, back to the topic of the day. Is Malaysia safe? So like I said, I've been here since 2017. And all through that period, I've tried to move around and navigate Malaysia and also understand the country and her people and also the environment. And I would like to say that there are a lot of things I've actually understood about this country. Number one, if you're talking of safety, we can break safety into different segments, okay? Because some people may look at safety from just a perspective, whereas safety is actually broad. Okay, so safety is like the condition of being protected from, okay, or unlikely to cause danger or injury or stuff like that. In a country, you will be wondering, is it safe to move around, okay? Especially for maybe female, even male also. There are some males that are like more scared than females, right? So is it safe to move around? Can you just move around anywhere? Can you keep your things anywhere and nobody will pick it? Stuff like that, right? Then you talk of other things like, okay, I will not want to mention the full name so that this video is safe. You understand? I mean, from YouTube. So like K, you know, kid, and then napping or something. You understand? And all that kinds of things like that, the T and all that. Is Malaysia safe from all this? Well, I want to ask you a question. Do you think any country doesn't have like a negative side? You understand? No matter how good a country is, like, in fact, I was checking the safest countries in the world, and to my greatest surprise, US is not even there. I was really, really surprised. Like, you know, I was thinking, you know, maybe one or two things will make them, but US is not there. You understand? Even UK. Are you seeing that now? So it's not all about how beautiful a country is that may determine their safety. I think the people also matter. And that's one thing I keep on saying about Malaysians. Like Malaysians themselves, they are wonderful people. Seriously. Averagely, averagely, Malaysians love to help. They love to, just do good to you, basically. I don't know whether it's because of the level of how conservative they are or stuff, but really, from my own personal experience, Malaysians that I've met, they are just so loving, so helpful, so hospitable. Seriously, so hospitable. Some people may not experience this, maybe because you don't even also make yourself like free with them. If you open up yourself, like I've said in many of my videos, if you open up yourself and let them know that you are a reasonable person, you are a good person, you want to be their friend, like you will really love Malaysians because they will want to come closer and closer to you. That's one thing I would like to tell you guys. So yeah, talking about safety, for me, I've spent 3 years in Malaysia already, and to be sincere, I've never experienced any issue of maybe even maybe my phone being stolen or something like that. No. Like, I move around even in the night, anytime, very safe. I've not experienced anything negative with regards to security in Malaysia. And here in Malaysia, nobody just harass you anyhow. So far, you are valid. Even if you're a foreigner, so far you are valid. You are actually safe. I know some people may argue that part and say, this and that. But if you look at it and you dig deep and deep and deep, you see that if you are in the right place at the right time and you don't expose yourself so much to things that will actually attract a lot of noise to your side. When I say noise, you know what I mean, right? Then you will be really safe in this country. Another thing is that I noticed that the law is balanced here. Okay, the law is balanced for everybody, whether you are Malaysian or you are whatever. If you do anything that is wrong, then you will also be treated the same way. Another thing I would like to tell you guys is that here they have street lights. Actually, street light is like almost everywhere. So, that one also curbs this kind of insecurity issues and all that. You understand? Unlike some places where everywhere is just dark. But here, like, there is street light. So at least that one alone should give you a sense of security, a sense of being protected, because you can just move around before anybody will even want to do anything to you. Like, of course, you know what I mean, right? They are scared that maybe other people will see them and all that. So that high level of technology and the electricity here, constant electricity, actually curbs some of these negative things from being happening. It's not like the bad things cannot happen here also. Definitely, in some cases, there may be 1 or 2 cases or some places where these things may also still happen, okay? I'm not trying to deny the fact that it's not possible at all. Definitely, it is possible and it happens once in a while. But the level at which those kind of irregularities happen, the level at which insecurity happens in this country is so minute, very, very small compared to what you hear from other places, even from some so-called developed places. Do you understand? So that's what I can tell you, that Malaysia may not be as secure, maybe 100% as you want it to be, but it's a balanced place to be. For me, I've not experienced any security issues in Malaysia. What about you? If you're a foreigner watching me, please, I would like this video to be very interactive. In fact, it's supposed to be an interactive one because it's a review. Put down your own experiences. Have you experienced any insecurity in Malaysia since you came? Or have you also experienced free movement, whether in the night, whether in daytime, in your campuses? Have you been harassed at any time in this country? Let us know in the comment section below. And for Malaysians, you have been in Malaysia. Of course, this is your country. It's not a show if you have been in Malaysia. What do you think about your country? Personally, I would like you guys to be, very interactive in the comment section below. Do you think Malaysia is safe? Do you think foreigners should come around? What have been your own experiences in your own country? Maybe some people may think that foreigners, maybe for some of us, we're just trying to say this just to make it good and all that. But I'm talking from personal experience. For 3 good years, I've not experienced any security issues in Malaysia. Maybe it's because I mind my business. Maybe it's because I know where I'm going to. I don't know. But I move around. I'm a vlogger, right? I do videos. So definitely, if there's anybody moving around so much, it should be people like us. Because I travel to places. I go to places that on a normal day, maybe I won't even go there. You understand? Yeah, I discover new places. So, and I've been moving very safe. And even to the extent of going to forest areas, it's safe. It's safe. Of course, you need to be very careful also. Like I said, sometimes maybe if you are moving around, you may need to go with one person or so if it's a very secluded place or very thick area, okay? But nevertheless, I will say that at least 80%, Malaysia is okay. Malaysia is safe. You can come to this country and you won't have any problem at all. Of course, you need to be also very wise, okay? Like I said, human beings differ, but you cannot use the issue of one or two people to conclude and generalize on a big group of people. You get the point now. On a big group of people, you cannot say because this happened to me or these people did this to me, then you say the whole nation is like this. No, not at all. I was reading somewhere, while doing research, I saw some things that some people said. Okay, now I want you guys to tell me in the comment section below, are these assumptions true or false? Okay, of course, Malaysia is definitely a place that should be on your radar, okay? Yes, it should be on your map because Malaysia is filled with cool islands like you have seen in some of the videos and some I will still go to. It's filled with, steamy rainforest, beaches like I've showed you around. It's just a beautiful country everyone will love to go to. Okay, so what are the other areas of safety that we may want to consider, okay, in Malaysia here? So you can talk about road. Let's talk about the transporting. Transport, is the road in Malaysia safe? Because this is another segment of safety, right? You may want to know. So the roads in Malaysia are perfect, like you can see, right? It's just so good. And I wonder like how the road structure came to be because everywhere is just connected and it's wide and it's safe. This does not mean that once in a while there are no accidents and stuff like that, of course, but like it's just so small, so minute. You hardly hear it, and most times it's out of carelessness because the road is really clean, is wide, is safe enough compared to some places. Are you with me now? So yes, talking about road transport is so good. You can drive around safely and sound here in Malaysia. And also when you talk about train, okay, they have train here, like there's a lot of railway transporting system here in the country. You know that railway is one of the safest transport systems in the world. So yes, in Malaysia, they have that. You can decide to move with the train. It's connected to almost everywhere, especially in the major cities. Okay, that's another thing. Another thing is another means of transport that I can say is safe here. Maybe, of course, flight is safe, definitely. It's just once in a while that emergency happens, right? So they have a lot of flights around the country, within, okay, a lot of local flights that are very cheap for you. You can travel to Penang, you can travel to where again, Sabah, Sarawak, all those places, just nearby places like that. You can travel to those places with flight, and it's cheap and it's safe. Okay. Also, what else about transportation? Talking about water, I've not tried the ferry before personally, so I may not know much about that. But my friends, some of my friends, and some of my travel friends that have been watching their videos like Ken Abroad and Jet Lag Warriors and the rest of them, they have actually confirmed that the water is also safe. They have been traveling via the boats and all that. So yes, the transporting system in Malaysia is safe. I can give them 100% for that. And I can't wait to also try it myself, to use the boats and stuff like that. Then when you talk about, let's say theft in Malaysia, yeah, there may be a little percentage, but for me, I've never experienced it personally, but I've seen it once. I've seen that experience in one place. Like I told you, this channel, we are very sincere, and I tell you my own experience 100%, okay? So like I've experienced it once actually in front of somewhere like that. So these guys with bike just came and tried to grab somebody's phone. Luckily for the guy was strong. We were like, hey, hold your phone very well, because maybe the guy is new to Malaysia, I don't know. So he just put the phone anyhow, and it depends on the location also. So that one I saw, I won't lie to you, I saw that. I was like, wow, that was the first time I saw that, like in Malaysia. That was the first time. But in general, it's very secure and very safe. People are very careful. And even if something happens, like their security here is strong, like maybe the police or whoever, law enforcement agents, they really take things promptly, like they take action immediately, to be able to help to protect. Now let's talk about fire. Yes, regarding to disasters and all that, there's not any country that doesn't have a share of this disaster stuff. Am I right? So yes, if you talk about fire incidents and all that, it's also very safe here. I've experienced that once actually, but nothing happened to my own house. It was just a nearby area close to my side. And you know what surprised me was the speed at which action was taken. It was just one of the people there that just made the call, and these people, pew, they came. And I now related it to some places whereby until everything has scattered and the deed has been done, that's when some of the enforcement people will be coming. But here, it's not so, you know. So even though this thing happened, like the fire outbreak happened, but the people were there immediately. That's the bomber people. And they came, and before you know everything, they quenched everything. Nobody was injured. Nobody was hurt. Just the damage that happened to the building, which they were even able to stop. You know, that building was closed, and they were able to go in and open everything, because I think it was a shop or something like that, shopping complex. I think maybe restaurant or something. I can't remember very well, but it's very close to my house. So you can see. So with that, I give them kudos. Like, things are organized in this country, and any country that is organized, even though the bad things are there, they will be able to actually manage the situation to a large extent. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is issue of taxi in Malaysia. Yeah, taxi in Malaysia is in two formats. There are two types, you understand? There are the ones that are actually, how do I put it? The red and white color ones, right? And there's another group like that. So some of them use meter, okay? Some of them use meter, while some of them are also registered on like Grab and all this kind of transportation. Uber is no more in Malaysia. So if you are going with the Grab, then you are 100% safe. Also, I'm not saying the taxis are not safe. The taxis are safe, but there are experiences whereby maybe the taxis, some of those ones that are not using the Grab, whatever, like, you know, when you are using the Grab, they're basically under an organization, right? So they cannot misbehave so much. But some of them that maybe just use just on their own, of course, you may get cheated, you may get scammed once in a while. So just, especially if you're a foreigner, they may think, okay, you have money and all that. But it is rare. In rare cases, I must be balanced. It is in rare cases. Most times, you still get good people that even, I've been in taxi where the driver actually helped me to get to destination where I was not familiar with. You get the point now. So yes, transportation is perfect in this country, and I think you will be actually secure, safe, and comfortable. Malaysia is a good place to come to. I've never regretted coming to this country. I've been here for 3 years, and I'm still traveling around, and it's safe and beautiful, and you will still see more of my travel videos from other beautiful places in Malaysia. So for me, I think Malaysia is safe. What about you? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching till this time. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and make sure you're subscribed. If you are not yet subscribed, share the video with your loved ones and family, and I'll see you in the next video. Much love, and God bless you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Don't let anybody steal your joy.